My name is Cody Hale. I'm one of the managing directors here at the Hales Theater, Orem, as well as it's under the umbrella of the Hales Center Foundation for the Arts and Education. But we do our business here as Hales Theater, Orem.
And then for Christmas Carol, the show that you kind of do every year, how did that get started? Like, what was the process of the adaptation and whatnot?
Okay, this is how it all started. The theater would just die in December. Nobody would come because they're all Christmas shopping, whatever, and they just thought, well, we'll just shut down and we'll have Christmas, enjoy ourselves. And that's how they did it for many years until they went and saw this Christmas Carol and decided, okay, we can write our own. And one of our directors that we had down there, his name was Ted Lehman, he put together an adaptation of A Christmas Carol, and we've been doing it ever since.
How do you feel like the show has impacted the community here in Orem? That's kind of a loaded question.
Well, maybe a good example would be one we got from Chris Brower. And in fact, this is why, he was thinking of not coming back one year because he just, but he said he came back after this experience. He was in a store once, and this was like in the middle of the year sometime. So this wasn't Christmas time. And you messed things up for me. He was, what did I do? He said, well, I saw your Christmas Carol, and we had these renters that were just messing the place up, and we just were going to kick them out because they weren't taking good care of the place and everything else. Then I saw a Christmas Carol, and the way you did it, he says, and we decided to let him stay. Well, we finally kicked him out. $8,000 in damage later. So, anyway, Chris was, I made a difference. And so you can see that some guy that was ready to kick people out, send them out, into the streets, kept them because he saw our show, So you really don't know. You don't know the impact that this has on a lot of people, but it is so powerful. It has so much heart and makes people think, I really do need to be a better person. I need to give. I need to not worry so much about my money, but I need to be worrying about people and what's going to bless their lives.
Yeah. I know you kind of touched on it earlier, but what do you hope people gain from seeing this show after they come see it?
Well, of course, we hope that they gain the true spirit of Christmas, and that when they leave, they really understand what Christmas is about and realize that we need to give. We need to give. We need to give of ourselves. We need to bless other people's lives. That's, if we can do that, what a wonderful thing. What a wonderful thing. Of course it's fun to entertain them, and they do. They get entertained, and they get an emotional bath from, the journey, and it's kind of a dark and spooky show, actually. But by the end, it's just so glorious and happy and good, and it's just a really nice journey from bad to good that we hope everybody will take together. But anyway, yeah, at the same time, people are just disagreeable. And I think what it is Christmas time gets really, I got to get all the Christmas stuff, and we got to do this, and everyone's just frazzled. And so we get these angry people that come in, and we just hope that by the end of the show, they come out, this is what Christmas is about. Different directors have taken a lot of different tacks on the show. And one of our directors, who happened to be directing and playing Scrooge that year, came up with a brilliant idea, and I just loved it. I thought we all loved it because it was very, very powerful, and it is now probably one of the favorite moments in the entire show. And that happens at the end when Scrooge has had his change of heart, and he's given Bob Cratchit a raise and sent him off to buy more coal, and he's all by himself, and he's put the money in his desk, and he stands at his desk next to the candle, and he sings God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen a cappella. And what's beautiful about that is he goes, who saved us all from Satan's power when we had gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. And as soon as he hits joy, I composed a major chord that just fills in with this major feel. Because, the God Rest You Merry Gentlemen is a minor tune. And it's got kind of a sad feel to it. But when it ends with this beautiful thing, and Chris Brower, who plays our Scrooge and has for many years now, he's just wonderful. He can barely get through that every night. He cries through the whole thing, and then when he finishes it, and hit the word joy, and it gets, and then the major chord comes, and he reaches over and blows out the candle, and the lights go out. Gorgeous, gorgeous moment. I will say one thing about the show is we've watched lots of different Christmas carols, and the big thing that they all seem to be missing is any references to the Savior. They just want to tell the story. They want to tell the ghost story. They want to say that he got scared into being a better person. But what we've done with ours is we've built it on the theme of the song "God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen." It's the first song in the show. Comes right out and it's sung. A little beggar boy comes in singing it when Scrooge turns him away. And at the end of the show, Scrooge sings it, and you catch the true meaning of that song. That it's really the Savior that saved him by sending the three angels to change him. And so that is what makes our show what it is. And as I've looked at all of these others, all of the ones, the Disney Jim Carrey one that came out, you watched it, there's no mention of that. And if it's not in the story, it doesn't pack the punch. It really doesn't. And we take great, I don't know if you want to use the word pride, but in the fact that we do. We push that point across because that's what Christmas really is about. And but things are changing in the world now. It's becoming politically incorrect to bring up God or Jesus Christ, and that's a tragic thing.